One of the beginner mistakes that I make with, or that I've made with knitting is to knit, and forget what I'm not pay attention, just go on autopilot and start knitting with the tail. And then you get up a little further, you realize that it's not going to work. You have to tear it out. I realize that saying isn't a good thing. I'm just getting started. No. I found this pattern on knittingpatternCentral.com, and it's called Brienne. It stand it well, it this isn't why it stood out to me, but I always thought Brianna or Brienne, but it's Brienne, Brienne. And there's a PDF available there in the sock section. So, I don't know why that was funny. I found this pattern challenging. I've been doing simple socks all summer, and I find myself getting incredibly bored. I don't know why I stuck with the simple socks for so long. But I went and looked for some free patterns, and that's usually where I go to get them. Their Ravelry is kind of expensive, and I don't have a printer, so I don't I don't know. I don't know if I want to pay to download it and then do the same thing on my phone. But that's beside the point. In this pattern, this is the second time that I've started this sock. It has a kind of, once you get going, there's kind of a diamond shape pattern, and you work with a cable needle a little bit, and I started the graph from the wrong side. So I started on row 37, and I went along, and then I reread the instructions, which I had just glanced over, which taught me to read the instructions fully, which I still haven't done. Um, but I took that sock out, so you start at 1 1, that makes sense, at the bottom of the graph. And in this pattern, you repeat the first row 12 times, and I'm doing a small size, so I'm working between the blue lines, and you repeat uh, those rows twice in each round. So there's, what am I trying to say? So you actually work the same. So on each of these needles, I have 16 stitches. So you're working the same pattern on each needle. So after you go around the first time, you set up the pattern, and then you can pretty much just follow what you've done for 12 rows or rounds or rows. I don't know. So this one in the beginning for the cuff, it's just knit and purl. It's knit to the back of the loop and purl. And I made some mistakes at the beginning, but I've recovered, and I'm just going to keep going with it because they don't really affect the pattern. So this is what it looks like. And it gets more challenging, and it's kind of cumbersome for me. I'm not very fast, but I find myself getting faster, and it just takes practice. Anyone can knit. I mean, even if you have really big hands, you could just knit with larger needles. And I don't know if everyone saw Lenny Kravitz wearing those huge ponchos, those knitted. It's hilarious, but my aunt's son is learning how to knit, and he loves it. So you never know. So I just say, pick up your knitting, try Try any sock pattern that catches your eye. Try a scarf, try a hat, crochet a blanket. I don't know. It's just what I'm doing. Yeah, so thank you, and someone suggested that I make some knitting videos, so here you go. Thanks.